In this video we're going to talk about the Truth Trophy, No Escape Trophy, Undefeated Trophy, Slumber to Remember Trophy, Novice Player Sora, Natural Player Sora and Proud Player Sora trophies. So there's quite a lot to cover, but the Truth Trophy is basically for finishing Basement Floor 13 on the story mode. Sora Natural Player is for doing it on normal difficulty, Sora Novice Player is for doing it on easy, and then Proud Player Sora is for doing it on proud. A Slumber to Remember is for completing Sora's storyline. So those five are all intertwined basically in difficulty trophies. I'll go through some tips and tricks a little bit later on. No Escape and Undefeated. So No Escape means you never run away from a battle, and Undefeated means you never use continue. So if you do die, which can happen, just don't click continue, just reset the game and then start from the save point basically, rather than continuing from the fight, if that makes sense. Generally it'll be against bosses that you die. It's quite rare that you'll die, random enemies, but yeah, that's just the basics of those. So you can get all of the trophies in one playthrough on this game, so it's relatively decent in that respect if you start on Proud. So Proud mode isn't too difficult, starts off a bit difficult but it gets easier as you go. In terms of leveling for Sora, once you get to the stage where you've got Mega Flare, Mega Flare just annihilates pretty much everyone, apart from the fire types. So if you are going to use Mega Flare with Mushu and 2 fire cards, you're going to need to make sure you have some attack cards in there as well in your deck, in case. In terms of bosses, there's a few difficult ones, but if we focus on Marluxia at the end, he's probably the most difficult, I would say. So for this one in particular, I used Lethal Frame as the deck that I used, because Lethal Frame is basically a stop card and 2 attack cards. If you get the attack cards pretty decent in terms of strength, that's good. So the first round, you don't actually want to do what I'm doing here, which is using Lethal Frame, because he will just miss generally. So what you actually want to do, if you can, is just get to him and jump up and attack. If you jump up and attack, you can actually attack his body and you won't miss like 18 times or whatever. And you can also, break his cards or whatever, stop his attacks. So yeah, the first minute of this video is me just completely whiffing terribly. But if you break his card and then you hit him with a Lethal Frame, you might get 1 or 2 hits that hit him, but the vast majority aren't going to hit him. You might get lucky, you might not. I got lucky on a few hits, but generally you want to break his card and attack him rather than doing this, because you are going to do a lot more damage in that respect. Like Sonic Blade's not going to hit him, all the other ones aren't going to hit him, so essentially you want to jump up and attack, and it gets a bit harder later on, but yeah, as you can see, doing a jump attack's going to, make it a lot easier on you. If you've got like elixirs and stuff or anything that regenerates your cards, that's really useful. The second phase of the fight actually resets everything, so your health's back, your cards are all back, so you don't need to worry. Lethal Frame's only for the second part of the fight, really. I was hoping that I could catch him with all the attacks and stuff, but it didn't seem to be working. Obviously make sure you got heals and stuff if you're ever in need of them. If you can catch him when he's low down, that's fair enough, but yeah, just literally jump up and attack. There's no reason to do any other style on this, but Lethal Frame in the second round is unreal, like absolutely unreal. So focus on card breaks, break his cards, stops him attacking, and then just attack him specifically. When these little things come about, attack you can try and dodge roll them, get out of the way, jump up, avoid them, but essentially you're aiming to break his attacks so that he can't do anything. So in that respect, Lethal Frame might be a better choice because he might have a lot of 9s or whatever, but I don't think he uses combo attacks on you, which is really useful. So yeah, do the jumping attacks. I think I'm realizing here that I just need to jump and attack and it'll do way more damage, which is just such a better plan. So if you summon Donald as well, you hopefully get a few heals in there. Make sure you keep a heal stocked and use it in a combo just so you don't lose it. But yeah, once he starts flying around the room, you can time the dodge on that and he'll miss, or you can break it and then he'll be ripe for the picking, basically. The second round is basically just lethal frame, lethal frame, lethal frame, lethal frame over and over again until you kill him. If he does get an attack in, he might do some damage to you, you might go unlucky or whatever. But yeah, jumping and attacking in this one is just infinitely better. If you can catch him, break his card, and then attack him. Just make sure you got enough heals. The last, you know, we're cutting it quite close to the health threshold here. But yeah, you see, jumping attacking does way more damage, and I think I'm like level 99 here, which is even more embarrassing. So yeah, if you want to level up before you do this, always a good move. You can use the Mega Flare leveling up strat in Destiny Island, I believe it is, the 12th island or whatever it is, 12th world, because there's no flame people there, whatever they're called, flame sorcerers, flame mages. So basically you'll just kill them immediately, which is great. But yeah, tips in general, card breaking is really useful, slights are really useful, generally Sonic Blade's dead powerful at the start, lethal frame's really powerful against most things. Yeah, there's just plenty of tools at your disposal basically. When he's like that as well, he's out of the map, so you can't actually hit him. But if you can't break him whilst he's there, in the middle of the map, you can hit him, and that'll finish him. Boom. So yeah, yeah. General tips: just smash it. You know, just smash it. It's easy life. But yeah, don't be disheartened if it takes you a while to get to grips with, you know, the slights and you know the general combat of the game. It does take a while to understand, and it's not easy to understand straight away. But yeah, it's one of those where it's a numbers game. So as long as you're getting higher than their numbers, generally you'll be just fine. But yeah, second phase, just absolutely lethal frame the hell out of him, and it will literally destroy him very quickly. But yeah, if you got any questions, please do let me know in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe and comment, and also we've got memberships and super chats unlocked if you're interested in that. We've also got Discord linked in the description if you're interested in joining a nice community there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about Jafars and the thingy card. So the Jafar card, before we go, is really useful. Jafar Genie. Essentially, you get 20 free attacks basically, and if you grind in, you know, you can use Marluxia's flame. Not Marluxia's flame. Marluxia's Mega Flare. So if you use Marluxia's card, it doubles whatever slight you're using. So, for example here, if I'm using Lethal Frame, it'd do it twice automatically. But if you did it with Mega Flare, then you can do it, you know, in Destiny Island and level up really quickly, basically. Yeah, and then he uses some craziness. He's only pushed us back there, so I'm hoping that we can reclaim our cards there. That's another thing about that fight. He takes all your cards, so you want to grab them as soon as possible, and then you can get your thingy cards back, your lethal frames, and just go back to ham on him. But yeah, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care. Peace out. Thanks.